I get some good material for these pause and prays when I take my granddaughter to gymnastics, and the last time was no different. I was up in the viewing area and I brought my laptop. I was catching up on work. There happened to be a little boy up there, maybe 3 years old or so, with his dad, waiting as the little boy's older sister was downstairs doing gymnastics. And there was a moment when the little boy looked at me and made eye contact, and I just kindly smiled, and he took that as an invitation to actually come over and sit down next to me and show me his dad's iPad and the game he was playing on it. I saw that it was some sort of Super Mario Brothers game, and I asked him, I said, is that a Super Mario Brothers game? And his dad laughed and he said, be careful if you ask him a question because he will talk your ear off. And that is what wonderfully happened as a result of my question. This little boy was so excited to share the treasure of this game with me and to tell me about the objectives of it all and that his favorite character was Luigi. I only understood about 20% of what he was saying, in part because of his age and his vocabulary, and also just because his excitement of sharing the treasure of this game with me was just so palpable in his life. But it was the highlight of my day. It pulled me into a treasure of joy listening to me. Even a treasure of some nostalgia as I thought back to the original Super Mario Brothers game, which I played on Nintendo as a kid for hours upon hours. Today is November 30th, and on the church's calendar, it's the feast of Andrew, brother of Simon Peter, apostle. And whenever we celebrate the feast of an apostle, we celebrate lives that boldly and courageously shared the treasure of faith that was entrusted to them. And in that light, we're given an invitation then to pause and pray and reflect on who those gifts are in our lives who have shared or continue to share those treasures of faith and hope and love, wisdom, light, and peace with us. And ultimately, give thanks for the abundance of treasures that are so richly bestowed upon our lives. But also to remember that those treasures are given never to be buried or hoarded, but to be continually passed on and shared through our lives. Maybe even with as much excitement as that little boy in that gymnastics gym. Ultimately, to share it just as Andrew and the apostles so courageously and beautifully shared it nearly 2,000 years ago. God's peace and blessings to you all.